Hi everybody, it is Thursday, May 5th, 2022. We're going to be doing a card of the day, a focus of intention for the next 24 to 48 hours as directed by Spirit, Universe, or whatever higher power you call upon. This is not a reading. A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition. As I always say, your intuition is your superpower. Everyone's born with intuition. Not everyone listens to it, as you can see the state of the world. With that being said, a lot of you know the 5th of May as Cinco de Mayo. But if you have been following me for a while, or you guys know me or have worked with me before, you know that I identify as Cuban indigenous. Both of my bloodlines, parental and maternal, go back to the indigenous people. My father's bloodline goes back to the Taino Indians, basically the Cubana tribe in Taino Indian culture in Cuba. And my mother's bloodline, my grandmother, specifically my grandmother, her bloodline goes back to Spain. And she was descendant of the Tenerife Island of the Guanches tribe. Because I do identify as Cuban indigenous and I do not practice on my homeland, which is Cuba, due to the communism government there. Because of that, I do respect the indigenous ways. Yo soy Cubana Indigena. I am a Cuban indigenous woman. Because of that, I honor the indigenous people. I honor the first people. And I live here in the United States of America. So I honor the traditions and I honor the culture of indigenous people. I'm not claiming to be like them, but I honor out of respect and reverence. Today, May 5th, is the National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls. So even though I know a lot of you know about Cinco de Mayo, you all gonna probably get lit up and drink. That's your thing. But I'm also here to educate. If you are identifying as indigenous, today's a day of reverence and respect for those missing and murdered indigenous women and girls. With that being said, we're going to be doing the card of the day. And just a reminder, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the free webinar, Introduction to Spiritually Abundant. Spiritually Abundant will be my next course that I'm launching on May 23rd, all the way to August for 12 weeks. Spiritually Abundant is a 12-week, 3-month program where you get to join me in a group setting to redo, rewrite, rechange your trajectory, remove blocks, and I actually start teaching you spell work. Money magic, sex magic, health magic, love magic, all the magics. I start you as a beginner course. But in order to get to that place, we got to do some work first. Connecting to the Clairs is my current course, and next week will be my last week. I will be launching it again, probably in September or October. And that is all about learning how to identify your spiritual and psychic abilities and implementing them in your daily life. Spiritually Abundant is using that foundation and adding it to Spiritually Abundant in order you to keep moving forward. And Magic Manifesting is literally a monthly call when you've taken both of those courses and able to tap into some deeper magic. Even if you haven't taken Connecting to the Clairs or Spiritually Abundant or don't plan to, you still can join Magic Manifesting. Even if you don't understand something, I'll be more than happy to answer every question that you have. And that is a monthly program for a year. Magic Manifesting is a year in magic. Or for those of you who want to work with me one-on-one, I still am offering currently one-on-one sessions for readings, mentoring sessions, dream intuitive analysis sessions, energy work as limpieza de fuego or fire cleansing, guided meditation to meet an ancestor, guided meditation to meet a spirit guide, guided meditation to meet an animal guide. I also do in-person blessings, house blessings, weddings, funerals, baptisms, all of that. And I do healing guided meditation as well for root chakra, mother-father issues, and career and money issues, but as well as root chakra healing and cutting cords healing. Those guided meditations are pretty intense, but they work. So if you're interested, as always, please follow your intuition working with any spiritual advisor. Even if that means you do not want to work with me, that's okay with that. Your intuition will always teach you and show you who to be working with. And sometimes that's not with me, and I'm good with that. But as always, the Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademark, copyright, and registered in 3 different classifications with the United States Trademark and Patents Office. Any duplication of my content without my permission is subject to legal recourse as guided by my legal team. With that being said, we're going to be doing the Wild Mystic Oracle deck. And I wanted to use this deck because this is more of the elemental realm. And the elemental realm is nature. And nature literally coincides as a way of life for the indigenous peoples. So let's shuffle. Let's see what pops up for today. And also, I just want to let you guys know, some of you have been asking me lately about the membership. I do have a membership, monthly membership. It's called I Am the Altar. I Am the Altar is a private membership held on Facebook only. And it's $44.44 per month. But starting May 28th, I'm going to be doing a monthly subscription. And I do have a discount for a year program, a yearly plan, which is a $444.44 for 12 months. The I Am the Altar program and membership is, like I said, private Facebook group. You get access to me 7 days a week. You get a weekly reading of forecast. You also get a space where you can share your joys, successes, frustrations, failures, and so on and so forth in a safe space of non-judgmental, non-biased place at all. I don't allow it. I won't tolerate it. But you get included into all the community rituals. You get included to the community readings. And again, like I mentioned before, access to me 7 days a week. So if you have any issues, comments, or concerns, there we go. Issues, comments, or concerns, you can definitely tap into that as well. So the card of the day is called Defend. Let's see what Defend has to say. And this looks like a Scorpio, so let's look at the Scorpio. Where are you? There we go. Scorpio says Defend. This card represents defense and resistance. In ancient Egypt, the scorpion was seen as a guardian and protector of the souls of the dead as they made their way from this life. In ancient Greece, Scorpios was a giant scorpion who defended the animals of the world from destruction at the hands of the giant Orion. Despite their intimidating appearance and weapon-like stinger, the scorpion rarely attacks unless they are first threatened. Most scorpions, in fact, posture, produce, sound, and even squirt warning shots of venom in order to ward off predators before taking the extreme step of stinging them. This card is one of fierce protection and guardianship, but also the ability to fight back if necessary. The Scorpion card may be reminding you that sometimes words and postulations are not enough to be heard. This is a card of dynamic defense, of taking action and standing up in the face of adversity. While the protection may urge you to shield yourself, the Defend card reminds you that you must also need to draw your sword. This card may also represent those born under the Western zodiac sign of Scorpio. The correspondence of this card of the element is fire. Flowers associated with this card are amaranth, angelica, birth, chrysanthemum, gorse, and sandalwood. The stones associated with this card are pyrolusite, fire opal, sardonyx, fire agate. And spell work for this card is banishing magic, reversing hexes, revealing injustice or bad behavior, and protective spell work. The fact that the Defend card came today is all about, lately there's been a theme of people being overworked, overwhelmed, just tired, just frustrated with life, not liking where they're going, not liking their trajectory. And honestly, what I'm feeling with this card, as I read it, is to defend yourself at all costs. And I've been talking a lot lately with boundaries. Like, your boundaries are essential. They need to be enforced. Like, you need to let people know your boundaries is your first line of defense. The same way like the scorpion sends off venom to ward off those people, your boundaries is to ward off people from crossing that line. Scorpions don't attack with the stinger unless they are threatened. You will not attack unless you are threatened. But if you have your boundary, just like the scorpion has its venom, that should keep people or predators away. If they continue to push your buttons, see why it is they keep coming your way. And maybe you have to put down your sword and be like, let's talk this out. Or maybe you have to pick up that sword and cut that head off. And I'm not saying in a negative way, but sometimes you have to cut people off when your energy is being depleted by them, when the vibration is not being matched, or when the frequency is off. So if that sounds like something you're going through, Spirit says defend. Enforce those boundaries. Send out that warning with those boundaries, just like the scorpion sends out those warning shots of venom. But if you have to pick up that sword, do what you got to do. And don't feel guilty about it, because your energy is vital. Without your energy, you will be drained and you'll be good to not even yourself or to the world. And we need you here. I hope I helped. I hope I put some things in perspective, and I hope I made you feel better. If you'd like to work with me, like I said, follow that intuition. I do have limited appointments available for the month of May, and I look forward to working with you again if you're led to do so by Spirit. I love you. Thank you for fucking with me, and I'll see you next time.